Today I'm going to talk about it's never too late to start something new. This is linked to motivation, goal setting, confidence, and fear of failure. Within my role as head of psychology, I work with elite youth footballers on these topics on a daily basis. I also talk about these in my self-published book, The Journey. Getting published is difficult, so I went off and did it myself, because why wait? The book has had lots of positive reviews and fits in nicely with this topic. It's never too late. The Journey outlines the building blocks and principles to help start something new. So wherever you are, you can move forward because life is a journey, and so long as you're moving, you are winning. Small steps, however small, are better than standing still. It's not how far you go, but the fact that you've started and are moving forward. This is the important thing. So just start. Trust the journey, trust the process, and trust the steps that you take. It's very like walking. You have to trust your left foot, and then you have to trust your right foot to keep moving forward. It's exactly the same concept. By trusting the journey, you will be surprised how far you can go. Probably further than you can ever imagine. It's not how far you go, or in fact your destination, that's important. It's the focus on those individual steps that is essential. So what's the point of starting something new? It's because the race is with yourself. It's not with the clock, it's not with the opposition. So what can you do today that was better than yesterday but not as good as tomorrow? This is the journey. This is the small individual steps that move you forward because it's never too late. The focus is on you and your steps. Everyone else's journey and the steps that they take are different. So the focus has to be on your steps. So, be aware of where you are and where you want to be or need to be and work backwards. Try to fill in the steps, but trust that if some are missing, you'll find them along the way. So remember walking. If you forget to put a step forward, you'll fall over. But the trust is there that the left foot will always follow the right foot. Have belief. This is strong. This gives confidence. This will improve by taking that first small step. Belief builds momentum, and once you start, you can't be stopped. This is all hard work, but hard work develops belief, which develops momentum, which develops confidence, and you can go on and achieve great things. By starting and moving forward, you will extend your comfort zone. So learn something new, start a new hobby, because life is learning. Take control and focus on the things under your control, nothing else. Everything else is irrelevant and should be forgotten about. The journey can cause fear. It is scary, but fear is good. If you think it is a positive, then who is to say otherwise? And this goes back to the control again. Here are some examples I've come across in my time. I once worked with an ex-professional footballer who had a really interesting backstory. There were lots of issues there, and these issues caused him to retire from professional football. So he needed to make a change. He needed to change the direction of his journey. Having done this and focusing on those small steps, he's now just completed a PhD. This is an example of the fact that it's never too late to start something new. Another student that I worked with came to study an undergraduate course at the age of 50. He didn't have to, but he wanted to try something new. And it's never too late. There are lots of other inspirational students that I've worked with on the Open University of mature students re-entering education. A more famous example now is that of Colonel Sanders of KFC. He was born in 1890 and started KFC after doing a number of other jobs in 1952. But actually didn't start selling fried chicken until he was 40 years old. Another example is Josh Naylor, MBE. He's an English fell runner, and he's known as the King of the Fells. In 2006, at the age of 70, he ran 70 Lakeland Fells in 21 hours, ascending more than 25,000 feet. So these two examples definitely demonstrate that it's never too late to start something new. Starting something new can cause the fear of failure, and fear of failure can hold a lot of people back. Starting something new can be scary, but here are some examples, some famous examples of people that have failed in the past and gone on to achieve magical and great things. The first one of these is Albert Einstein. He wasn't able to speak until he was almost 4 years old. His teachers said he would never amount to much. Michael Jordan, the basketballer, was cut and dropped from his high school basketball team. He locked himself in his room and cried. He then went on to become the greatest, or one of the greatest sports people ever. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. And Steve Jobs, at 30 years old, was left devastated and depressed after being removed from the company he started. Oprah Winfrey was demoted from her job as a news anchor because she wasn't fit for television. The Beatles were rejected by Decca Recording Studios, who said we don't like their sound and we think they have no future in show business. So failure is important. Failure is important on the journey to keep moving forward. So it's never too late to start something new. Don't be afraid of failure, because failure is important. Thank you.